Good morning. I am Mindy Quisenberry and I'm coming live to you from Vinyasa. We're going to get right to it today, and my goal for you is in this maybe out of the ordinary practice. If you come here to Vinyasa, in a traditional class here, in a physical presence class, you show up and the instructor guides you with their words. So today we are getting so used to the visualization that we become dependent on the person, and we step outside of feeling what is natural in our body and using our ears to guide our practice. So today I want to invite you to get onto your mat and set an intention to create fluidity, balance, and spaciousness with your ears. So I'm going to invite you now to come into a wide-kneed child's pose. Knees out to the edges of your mat, toes touching behind and forehead to the ground with your arms stretched out in front. And just begin to step into your natural breath. So as you settle in, allow my words to guide you and close down everything else, yet find yourself present to your surroundings and present to even the sounds here in Costa Rica. And allow yourself to create a story outside of perhaps distraction, whether you hear cars going by or weed whackers, whatever you hear. Step outside of that and create a story instead of life. Life that obviously nature is moving forward. Life is moving forward. It's growing and expanding, and it's in this time in which we embrace what is and even open up our hearts to the unlearning of the things that we don't wish to carry with us into the future. So in your wide-kneed child's pose, close down the eyes and begin to breathe. And maybe you roll your forehead side to side. Yeah, maybe even creating a little bit of a rocking motion side to side to just get into the hips and wake up the center part of your being. And take a moment to feel grounded. Grounded in the surrender of not using your sight to guide you, using your ears instead. Begin to invite in the breath of victory, the Ujjayi breath, by breathing in through your nose, slowly, purposefully. And then out through your nose as that breath seeps down the back of your throat. Just welcome in your morning. Welcome in the story of life, the story of being. In our practice today, we're going to move a little slower with intention and purpose. Continue that breath, and perhaps there's some things that you need to let go of in order to be present. So breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Let it go. Breathe in. Open the mouth. Exhale, make a sound. Let it go. Now with your next inhalation, begin to walk your hands over to the right, and then stretch your left arm out a little bit more forward. Yeah. Really elongating that left arm and creating space and extension in your lats. And then come back to that Ujjayi breath, sending that energy, that life into that space. Take a deep breath in as you walk back to center, and then walk those hands over to your left and reach out further with those right fingertips and sit back more into those hips onto your heels. Yeah, just finding the breath here and getting yourself acquainted with your mat. That magical space where you get the opportunity to just settle into whatever your mind and body are willing to give you today. As you come back to center, slowly begin to walk your hands back and bring yourself into a tabletop position with your knees under your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders with your fingers spread wide. All 10 knuckles, the backs of them, pressing firmly into the floor. Dangle your head down and allow it to just loosen and create that space. And then begin to invite in your own rhythm and own dance of cat-cow. Take a deep breath in and gaze up. Drop your belly toward the floor, arching your back with your tail upward. Exhale, push away from the ground. Curl your spine up like you're taking an ice cream scooper and scooping out the belly. Drop your chin down. Yeah, rounding out the top of the shoulders. Inhale. Gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Now begin to take a few rounds on your own. Not needing to know. Not feeling as though there's any place else you need to be. Move around on your mat in your own space. And remember, listen to your body. And as you bring yourself back to that neutral spine, cross your right ankle over your left. And as you walk your hands back, push yourself back onto your bottom and join me in a seated cross-legged position with your hands on tops of your knees. Eyes closed down, palms up or down, whichever you choose. Take a moment to just open your ears to the sounds around you. And then draw your hands into heart center as we open our practice and set our intention with a unified vibrational energy of Om. Breathe in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Eyes flutter open. Welcome to your practice today. Take a deep breath in and reach up overhead, stretching long and setting the shoulder blades down and back. With your next breath, your right arm goes down to the floor and the left arm reaches up as you lean to your right side. Yeah, spin the heart open and gaze into the inside of that left arm. Can you open and expand the chest even further? And find the breath. Deep breath in, right arm comes up to the center, overhead. Switch to the other side, left arm goes down. Spin and open the heart. Right arm reaches up, lengthen through that right side body. Spin the heart open. Yeah, Let's try that again. Come back to your center. Now flow through to the other side. Reach up. Right arm down, left arm up. Spin and open. Pressing those knees apart and toward the ground. Whether you're on a block or maybe on your bottom, whatever works for you. And then fluidly flow through the other side. Yeah. Now I want you to just take about 1 or 2 breaths on each side and then just keep moving. Remembering, it's as though I'm not even on the screen in front of you. And also, if at times the cues don't come through, does it really matter? Do what works for you. No right or wrong. Sometimes we take it way too seriously. As you come back to center, take a deep breath in. Open your palms forward as you sit up nice and tall and take your drishti out in front. And then take a moment to look around in your surroundings. Notice the 4 walls around you, the energy in your space. And then when you're ready, we're going to rock forward again, back into that tabletop position. Only here for a moment, and as we move right into our Sun Sal, reach those hands out in front and find your downward facing dog. Now, just play around here. Give yourself the spaciousness and the creativity. Yeah. And then honor yourself and your space, and maybe roll forward and find high plank, knowing that once you lift your hips up, this tends to be a good posture, a good stance in our downward facing dog. Now, let's just take a moment here and listen to these cues. Whether your arms are right out in front of your shoulders or out to the edges of your mat, wrap your elbows under and bend the elbows slightly. Now, draw your shoulder blades inward and shoulders down. Allow your head to hang in eye gaze to the middle of the mat, and then take your knees and then just drop them down so they're pretty much in line with your ankles. Now, lift your hips upward. Draw the navel in and expand your ribs. Maybe you need a slight bend in those knees or a more aggressive bend. It's up to you. Take a deep breath. Sink a little deeper now. Breathe in. Belly up. Exhale. Let it out. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Hips high. Breath out. Now come to your tiptoes and begin to walk your feet up towards your hands. Bend your knees and get there in a way that's comfortable for you, and set your feet right underneath your hips. Take a moment here to notice your feet. Spread your toes. Settle into all 4 corners of your feet. Big toe mound, pinky toe, and the edges of your heels. Now, bend the knees so that your chest sits right on top of your thighs, and grab opposite elbows and let your head surrender. This is ragdoll. Now with each breath, begin to lift the hips a little higher and bring the chest off of your thighs, and straighten the legs to a level of your comfort, and maybe sway side to side. As you release the hands down to the ground, allow them to sweep up and catch your hips. Create that flat back right here. And then with whatever knee bend feels good to you, stand up. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Now, lift up tall through the ribs and reach to the sky. And as you do that, lean back. Take a deep breath in, and hands come through heart and fold forward, bend the knees. Fingertips come to the floor, step, jump, or float back. Good, knees to the ground. Wrap those elbows forward. Elbows go straight back. This is your Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down slowly. Now let's all come to the ground together, belly down. And keep your elbows back by your side and just lift your heart and head. Eye gaze forward, baby cobra. Take a deep breath, lower back down. Press through the knees and sit back and then tuck your toes and elevate those hips, downward facing dog. Again, this time maybe pedaling out the feet, finding that dog. Now, bend both knees, whether you step, jump, or float to the top, get there. Feet again underneath your hips. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins or to the ground, whatever works. Leading with the crown of your head. Fold. Bend both knees and rise up. Reach up, get tall, rise up, get rooted in your feet. Exhale, hands to heart. And then out by your sides, mountain pose. Reach up again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And release. Step back. Find your flow. Knees to the ground, wrap the elbows. Lower down slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time sweeping through, find cobra. Elbows are still bent. Yeah, slightly. Now take your eye gaze forward and get present. Pull the shoulders back. Yeah. What is coming up for you here? Release your butt cheeks. Allow your hips to sink a little bit deeper. Take a deep breath in and tuck those toes behind you. Lift, downward facing dog. Bend both knees, step, jump, or float to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach back. Hands to heart. Hands to your side, mountain pose. Inhale, rise up. Let's go again. Fold now. Now you know what to do. Step, jump, or float back. Perhaps now we stay on our toes. Shift forward into the toes. Elbows go straight back. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, dog or cobra. Rolling over those toes. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Roll over those toes. Find that spaciousness in your knees. Bend both knees. Step, jump, or float to the top. Halfway lift. Yeah, waking up the body. Fold. Inhale, rise up again. Reach up, get rooted, lean back. Hands to heart. Open and flow through. Reach up again. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step, jump, or float back now and find your own rhythm. Slowly lower down. Inhale, rise. Downward facing. Bend both knees. Step, jump, or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And now, I'm really going to ask something of you here. Now, you know what to do. Do 2 more rounds of that series. Close your eyes now. Do it with your body's willingness to just move through space. Get spacious. Don't worry about if it's right or wrong. Make it up. It's so okay. I'll be waiting for you after 2 rounds at the top of your mat. So now if we were in class together, we'd be in our own rhythm, a beautiful flow of different people in their different spaces and their different time. Let's create that energy that connects us all, even in our own homes. Wherever you are, whether you need to meet us as we move forward, or maybe you're already waiting, arms come out to the side. Deep breath in, reach up again. Reach up, reach back. Hands flow through heart, tip forward. Halfway lift. Feet are underneath your hips, fold. Sit back into your heels, Utkatasana chair pose. Yes, we're going there. Now, I want you to think about, in your chair pose, tuck your hips under slightly. Reach up through those arms and maybe open up the space and draw down through those shoulder blades. Yeah, lift up into the ribs and spread your toes and get rooted in your chair pose. Yes. Now breathe. Sit and open and expand your pelvic region and those hips. Take a deep breath in and then sit a little deeper. Yes. We all love Utkatasana, chair pose. And as we are feeling rooted and grounded, take a deep breath in and fold forward. Yes, take a deep breath in, bend both knees and go through your flow. And remember, your option is just to meet us in downward facing dog. Lower slowly. Bring it through, up dog or cobra. Downward facing and stay here. Yes, stay, stay, stay. 2 breaths here, breathe in. Yeah, can you get those hips higher? Breathe out. Can you expand the ribs and create spaciousness and fluidity with your breath and your movement? Yeah, take a deep breath in. And as you bring your feet together at the back of your mat, lift and rise the right leg for 3-legged dog. Yeah, now step it through into warrior 1. Now, pause here for a second. As you spin the back foot, maybe open up the space. Maybe open up those feet to the width of your hips. Yeah, so as to not block off the flow and the energy of the hips and the pelvic region. Now, rise up. Yeah, so rising up, pressing, spreading those toes. Get those hips forward and square. Now drop your arms down and just be proud through your chest and lift up. Yeah, now take a moment to feel a little bit more grounded in your space. Okay? And forget about the arms for a moment and maybe pull that shoulder back and even everything out. Yeah. Now soften the back knee just a little bit and turn the back thigh inward. Yeah, now open up through this hip and lift and then come forward. And maybe you need to broaden your legs vertically. Can you get deeper, but yet prevent yourself from dumping into the joint or loading that hip joint? Now rise up. Yeah, so slow and intentional today in the beginning. Yeah, take a deep breath in. Now, forward fold and go through your flow. We've been here before. Yeah, so roll down, frame the front foot, spin the back foot. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Inhale. Fill up. Exhale. Empty out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Are you still focusing on my words versus using your eyes? Take a deep breath in. We're going to do that all on the other side. You already know what to do. Lift the left leg high. Reach, reach, reach. Bend the knee. Fold it through and step between your hands. Spin that right foot. And find warrior one on this side. Yeah. So notice that if I am stacked here, my hips, I'm closing off that energy of my hips here. So in this pose, I want to bring the body forward. So in order for, and some of you, your hips can do that with heel to heel alignment, and some of us, not so much. So if you're like me and have tighter hips, I need to open up my stance a little bit. Yeah, I want to press through the outer lining of the foot. Yeah. If your arms are up, bring them down and just get really present to where you are. Yeah. Breathe in, lift up through the ribs. Draw in, inhale. Draw out, exhale. Sink a little bit deeper. And then reach those arms up. Lift up through the chest. Yeah. Shine your heart happy. Find your spaciousness here. Create presence. Take a deep breath in again, and as you spin your back foot and fold forward to frame your front, go through your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Yeah. And as we've paused here, bend both knees, step, jump, or float to the top. Inhale, flat back, and fold. And here we are again, Utkatasana chair pose. Let's try this again. Sit back. Now I promised fluidity and balance. So as you're here, I want you to shift your energy and weight into your right foot as you lift and hover the left. Yeah. Now make sure you're not completely turned onto one side. And then take a deep breath in and come out of that knee and come into high knee balance. Roll those shoulders down and back. Flex that front foot. Lift up out of the ribs. Soften the right knee. As your left arm goes back to the wall behind you, the right arm comes to the outside of the left knee. Now lift up and begin to take your eye gaze toward the back of the room. Dancing Shiva, or moving toward the full pose. Take a deep breath in. Release the grip on the front leg. Extend that arm out forward. And as you come back to center, lift both arms up. Yes. Now, take a deep breath in. Bring your hands together and create your best version of Charlie's Angels. If you don't know who they are, Google it. Reach up with your pointer fingers and send that left leg back. Find your warrior three. Yeah. Balance and rooted. Lift up out of the right hip. Get the left hip down and your shoelaces, those invisible shoelaces are down toward the ground. Woo! Speech is not in my favor today. Take a deep breath in, and as you release the hands back, open your heart and soar. Fluidity and balance. Take a deep breath in and come back to that high knee balance. Woo! Bring it in. And then release the foot down. Take a moment and shut down the eyes and take an inventory of what you became present to in that time. Are you able to get present and embrace the wobbles and not create a story around it? The more we create a story around the lack thereof, the more that it settles into our being. It's a new start, a new beginning. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, fold, bend those knees. Halfway lift. Yeah. Fold. Utkatasana, reach up. Yeah, go to your fullest extent here. Then shift your body over into the left foot. Right foot rises. Yeah, settle in and be aware of the instability in the knee and try to keep it in alignment. Take a deep breath and come out and come to high knee balance and readjust. Lift up. Squeezing that left butt cheek. And open up just like we did on the other side. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right arm goes back. And can you find acceptance that our sides are different? Or maybe your body was ready on this side. Take a deep breath in and lift up into your ribs. And as you let go of the front leg, reach that left arm forward. As the right arm sweeps over top and reaches up to meet the other. Create your Charlie's Angels. Reach up, get long. Get rooted in the left foot as you tip forward. Yeah, and remember to get long from fingertips to heel. Draw your navel up and in. Slightly bend in that left knee. Flex the right foot. Take a deep breath in and release the hands and send them back. Now lift your heart and eye gaze up this time. Looking forward. Yeah. Out there lies our future. The goodness that lies before us. Deep breath in, and as you bring the back knee in, reach up, high knee balance. Woo. Take a deep breath in. Hands to heart, feet underneath your hips, close your eyes. Noticing the natural beat and rhythm of your heart. It's your trademark. Only you have it. Take a deep breath in and reach up. Lift up, reach back, and fold. Halfway lift, and fold. This time, step, left foot back, heel to heel alignment. Yeah, create your space here. Now lift your heart first, fingertips on the ground. And then spin that left arm open. Find warrior two. Yeah. Now, maybe straighten that front leg, adjust those hips, and realign. Back thigh turns in, slight bend in the knee. So really, creating a little softness today. Reaching out through your fingertips and gazing out through that middle finger. Yeah, just keeping everything very basic today and slow and intentional. Surely doesn't mean easier. Flip your palms up and reverse your warrior lift up. Yeah, reach down your back thigh with that left hand and then lift up and create space. Now straighten your front leg. Take a deep breath in and then begin to fold forward into triangle pose. Now pause right here. Yeah, reach out through the right arm. Now spin open. Squeeze your left glute so that the rotation can come through the hip. Hand on your hip here. Gaze up. Maybe you need a slight bend in that front knee. Take what you need. Deep breath in and fold. Hand to the shin, maybe to the inside of the foot or a block to the back. Whatever you need. And again, really focus on squeezing that left glute. Reach the left arm up. Yeah, take a deep breath in. And as we come back up to warrior two, bend the front knee. Come back up. And then spin your feet forward. creating a wide straddle. Yeah. Toes slightly turn in, pressing out through the outer edges of your feet. Catch your hips with your hands. Slight bend if you need it, and just begin to fold forward. Now hover here with flat back. Yeah. Take a deep breath in and surrender forward. Hands to the floor wherever it's comfortable. This is your opportunity if you love to get upside down. Feel free. Maybe a headstand or a handstand or even crow, whatever works for you. If you're choosing to stay here, take those fingertips behind you. Yeah. Stretching long, maybe widening your stance. Whatever you need. Draw your navel up and into your ribs. And as you begin to walk your hands forward, bring your feet back in to just that natural placement. Catch your hips again with your hands and slowly roll up. And now we're going to go to the opposite side. So you will be probably facing the back of your mat. Spin your left foot forward. Back foot comes into that warrior two stance. Roll the right arm back. And look, we're on the other side. Yeah. Beautiful. Spread your toes and get rooted. Get rooted in those feet. Roll the shoulders down. Now, flip the palms up and reverse the warrior. Bring your right hand down your back thigh, reach up. Shoulders down and reach really intentionally through that side body. Yeah, now straighten the front leg. Reach back again, reach, reach, reach. And then begin to tip forward and hold with your arm reaching out. Take a slight bend in the knee if you need it. Right hand comes to your hip. Now, hold here and get into depth. Maybe bend the front knee. Fold into your triangle. Settle in. Gotta get rid of this slippy. I'll meet you there. Yeah. I find that utilizing props is not a way of cheating. It's a way of intentional movement. It allows me to get into the pose that suits my body. Squeeze the right butt cheek and then lift the right arm up. Yeah. Breathe here. Take a deep breath in, and as you bend that left knee, sweep back up. Find warrior two. Settle in for a moment. Take a few breaths. And then, again, toes facing the long side of your mat. Yeah. Settle in your five-pointed star. Hands catch your hips. And begin to slowly tip forward with whatever bend in your knee that you need. Hover here for a moment. If you choose to get upside down again, go for it. Otherwise, place your right hand right underneath your eyes and then reach that left arm up and rotate. An unwinding, a creation of spaciousness. Inhale, come to your center and open up other side. Yeah. Deep breath in, come back to your center. Fold forward. Surrender in. Take a deep breath in, and as you walk your hands over to the right foot, be willing to spin both feet. Yeah. And bring your front or back foot in to where you can find a comfortable stance to reach up into crescent lunge. And then create goalposts with your arms. Now, bring the back heel up. Bend the back knee slightly, yes. And then lift up through the ribs, open the chest, and settle in. And from here, we're going to go back to that airplane pose and find fluidity. Take a deep breath in, and as you hinge forward, look at those right toes. Lift and launch. Lift. Yeah. Now come back down with grace. Bend the knee. Come up. Now on your own, 4 more. Inhale, launch. Exhale, settle back. The key is bending in that front knee in the takeoff and in the landing. Yes. Take your time, and perhaps you do 2 to my 4. It's okay. Again, it's about you, your practice. Last one here. For me, lift up, expand. Take a deep breath in and find that landing again. Yeah, reach up. We're really going to take up the spaciousness of our mat, fold forward. Begin to walk around to the left side, yeah, to the back of your mat. We are taking up all of our space. Crescent lunge, left leg forward. Reach up. Find your goal post. Now even here, take a moment. I like to create space and slide that foot back so that I have more stability in my stance. If I line my feet up, I'm gonna fall. Or if I look forward. Take a deep breath in. Hinge forward. Okay, we did 5 actually on the other side, so lift. We did 1 in demo, and then we did 4 on our own. Find your way, find your rhythm. No need to look at me. Yeah. I'm not even gonna speak. Take a deep breath in and fold forward once you are complete, and walk your feet around all the way to the top of your mat. Step both feet in together. Yeah, Malasana squat. Take your feet all the way out to the edges of your mat. Toes come out. Slide your bottom down like there's an invisible wall. Elbows come to the inside, and maybe you choose to have a block underneath your bottom for a moment. Lift up out a little bit. So it's easy to sit in. It's easy to hang out here. Choose to lift up. Yeah. Now, maybe you lift onto those toes. Give it a try. Yeah, like you're wearing your high heels, fellas. Good. And lower down. Woo. Yeah. And we're just gonna make it easy, come to your bottom. So you're facing the top of your mat. I'm gonna face you. Oh, yeah. Woo. Take a deep breath in and place your feet out in front. Turn your fingertips towards your bottom. Ooh, and then lift your hips upward. Reverse tabletop. Head goes back. Chest opens. Yeah. Roll the shoulders down and back and lift your hips high. Now slowly lower down. Now turn your fingertips toward the back of the room. Lengthen your left leg and cross your right ankle behind the left knee. Now pull that left foot in and lift your heart-seated pigeon. Flexing that right foot and then pressing the right knee away. Now, you get to stay here or you get to go into three-leg tabletop lift, pushing the pelvis toward the ceiling. Let your throat open, head back if it's comfortable for your neck. Take a deep breath and slowly lower down. Yeah. Now as you lengthen that left leg, sit nice and tall and bring the right arch of your foot into your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. And as you wrap that left elbow to the outside of that right knee, take the right arm back. Lift up. Yeah. Lift up through the ribs. Lift up through the waist. And twist. Roll that right shoulder back. Slight bend in that right elbow. Yeah. Now come back to center. And bring the sole of your foot to the inside of that left knee. And bend the left knee. Now, maybe you choose left hand to the outside of the foot or shin, or peace fingers to the big toe. Now, sit up with a tall spine, and here's the thing. The spine needs to remain upright. Everything in alignment. So as you lift the left foot up, do it in stages. And are the shoulders square, hips square, and is my back nice and tall? And then lengthen up. Yeah. Get spacious here. Draw the navel in, and then I have a core challenge for you and a quad challenge. Now, let go of that foot. Reach up. Yes, hold it. Lift tall and slowly, 10, 9, lower, 7, 6, lift up, 5, 4, 3, let it hover, 2, and 1. Woo! Awesome job. Take a deep breath in and extend that other leg out. Left ankle crosses behind the right knee. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Fingertips towards your bottom again. Three-legged tabletop lift. Press that knee away from the midline of the body. Roll the shoulders back and lift up. Draw that navel in. Deep breath in and lower down here slowly. Yes. Extend that right leg long. Flex that foot, making that leg as active as the other. Bring the left foot in, that arch to the inside of that knee. Reach up with the right arm. Bring it, that elbow to the outside of the left knee. Left arm goes back. Lift up. Yeah. Revolve. Now, be active through the right foot. Spin that left shoulder open and create expansion and spaciousness in your ribs. Soften that left elbow. Wrap and roll back. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Come back to your center, and as that knee, that left knee folds out to the side, sole of your foot to the inside of this leg, bend the right knee. And you know where we're going. Tall spine, all in alignment, lift up. Perhaps that left arm is behind you if you want to create a little bit more security there. And really know it's not about the length of the leg, it's about the length of the spine. Deep breath in, and here is our quad and core challenge. Let go. Hold it. Integrate right here. Integrate here. Lift up. Know your sides are different for 10, 9, 8, 7. This side isn't as strong. 6. Lift up. 5, 4. Hover. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Lengthen both legs. Yeah. Readjust and get all the stuff out of the way. Take a deep breath in and find staff pose and pull those toes back towards your nose and lift up. Take a deep breath in, and if a knee bend is what your body is asking for, serve it well as you fold. Settle in and bring your heart forward. Expand and lift your ribs upward, and then fold a little bit deeper. Allow your back to open up and breathe into your back body, but also notice if you're pulling too much with the upper body. Let it go. Take a deep breath in and begin to walk your hands back as you slowly curl up. Draw your chin into your chest and come up one vertebrae at a time. Last one wins. Crown of your head is last to come up. Sit tall and open your palms forward, and just take a moment to sit in your space. Take a deep breath in and scoot your bottom forward to create bent knees. And slowly, with length, spaciousness, and fluidity, roll back slowly. Draw the navel in, tuck your chin, and come down one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Reach the arms up from your eyes, then reach them overhead as you lengthen out into your longest stretch of the day. Point those toes and lengthen. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Sweep the arms out and around as you draw both knees in, catching the tops of your knees with your hands, and gently rock side to side. Take a deep breath in and lower your feet to the floor with bent knees. Take your arms out to a T and cross your right leg over your left. Yeah, now allow those knees to fall over to your left side. And if that's too much, uncross the legs and stack the knees. Keeping both shoulders down, gaze over to the right. And lift up into your ribs and allow the breath to create length and rotation in the spine. And give yourself time here. as you bring your head back to center, using your core, bring your knees back as well and uncross. And then recross on the other side, left knee over the right. Maybe shift onto your right hip if you need to, and then let those legs fall over to the right. Oh, gaze over to your left. I certainly need this stretch. Now close your eyes down and stay here. Take a deep breath in and head comes back to center. Using that core to bring your legs in. Uncross, shift evenly onto your hips and draw those knees back in. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. And it's here that I invite you to take whatever final movements you need. Whether it is happy baby pose, legs up the wall, maybe you take wheel pose or shoulder stand, plow pose. Maybe it's an inversion that you want to end your practice with today. It truly is up to you. And then we actually have a few moments to end your practice in stillness. So take whatever final movements you need. And then when you're ready, you join me in seated Shavasana or in corpse or whatever posture you would like to end your practice in today, and close down the eyes and get light. Light in your being, but yet heavy in your space. Heavy so that it feels like you are sinking into the floor. Once again, draw closely onto the sounds around you. And just tap into what came up for you today when you tried to take sight out of your practice and come in to listening. Yeah. Be light in your eye gaze, lighten those eyelids, soften your face, and take account and awareness from head to toe. Listen to your body. It's in this awareness that we create expansion. We notice our habits, the things that we need to unlearn, and maybe it's even the thoughts that arise that defeat us on our mat, that keep us from experiencing the true magic. And as we are in our final moments, feel free to stay in your Shavasana. I'm going to bring my hands to heart center. And then thumbs up to my third eye for right thought.